My intention is to get these energies across clearly and concisely. We're going to make a pile 1, 2, 3, 4. So pile 1. Let's get 1 for pile 1. If you're curious what decks I'm using, it's just symbol decks that I made. See, and it queued up a little heart on it. And I used construction paper. And I wrote on the back. But it gives me what I need to know. I highly recommend Daffodil Happiness Plans Fulfilled. So there's pile 1 to start with. Now pile 2. I'll just do that. I don't know if you can see that very well or not. I could change the angle, but I'm not going to. Because I'm lazy. I figured, you know, all this channeling and stuff. Wow, number 2, you got a lot. I'll just take the bottom one. Claw, rival or enemy wounds you, financial loss, scandal, bad reputation. So, first one feels like a glow up. Second one feels like somebody screwed you over. Let's see, what's number 3 about? Overall energy for number 3, please and thank you. I'll take the one that fell. Buffalo, gain and prosperity. You have issues with your throat chakra. Holy crap. Gain and prosperity, resourcefulness in business affairs, very financial, successful future. You're exhausted from all this work you're putting into something, but it's going to pay off. Number 3. And then I'll do a number 4. Number 4 is a serious situation involving 2 people. I'll just take the ones on the very bottom of each one that flipped up to tell you about one person and the other. One person is 2 feet. You can move in any direction you wish. This person feels like they have a green light. And then the second person, circle, oh, you will achieve everything you want and it works out perfectly. Both people think that they won in this situation. But I'm telling you right now, based on this energy, both of you lost something in order to gain this. Okay, so the other ones I'm not going to flip over. I'm just going to put them in the piles. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then number 4. Situation, serious situation involving 2 people. Alright, so number 1. Let's get 1 for number 1. Okay, cool. Get 1 for number 2. And if you're wondering why I split these in multiple decks, it feels like someone has this question right now. It's because one is like A through whatever, the other one's like C through whatever. It's A through Z. And I have it basically sectioned off. But I mix them up. I don't really keep them the same. It's not a big deal, so don't focus too much on that. Number 2. Number 2, you're kind of distracted. You're distracted by your losses, essentially. That popped out. That's confirmation if I ever saw one. So number 2. 1 for number 3, please. And thank you. My heart pounds fast for number 3. You feel like you're changing your mind a lot. I feel the most energy from this one, so I'm going to grab this one for number 3. And then number 4, if 2 pop out, I'll just do the same thing I did with those. More than 2 popped out. I'll feel this for this one. This for this one. Okay. clouds. So number 1 again. That's too many. I just want 1, so I'm just going to take the one that's sticking out the most prominently. Number 2. And if someone thinks this video is too long, you can just not watch it. For those of you who are in Facebook. Number 3. I'm not that kind of a reader. 3. I have a TikTok where, like, I'll do quick reads, but when I come on YouTube, I'm going to be very thorough. I'll take both of these for number 3 since you're all over the place. I feel like you're stuck in 2 decisions, and this is your 2 decisions you're stuck in. A muddy situation. Alright, and number 3. No, number 4. Why did I say 3 and look at 4? Big change is coming for number 4. You're both about to figure out what it is you've lost and what it is you've gained. I feel like this for this, and this for this person. Still multiple people situation. It's more than just 2 now. It's like a group of people. Number 1. 1 for 1. I'll take the one that's flipped over from the other. Something hidden from you. When it's face down, I take it as something hidden from someone. When it's face up, it's something that's staring you in the face, but you might not necessarily see it. Okay, number 2. That was a message for someone. Number 2. I'm just free channeling, by the way. Stop talking and working. Yeah, okay. Alright. Number 3. Let's just get 1. Please. Thank you. Yeah, I know. A lot of things are... I feel sorry for number 30, honestly. Number 3, you keep having tower moments. You keep having what seems like everything falling down. I think that's all the cards, but I'm not sure. There's a fluffy doggy laying there, and I don't want to disturb her, so... Whenever I do tarot, I have one dog that stands at the window and sees things that aren't there. Just like me. And then I have the other one who's calm and sweet laying on the floor. But that's because she's older. Number 3 has dogs. Spend time with your dogs to help balance you out because you have a lot of nervousness and a lot of anxiety. Okay, and let's get 1 for number 4. Oh, how the tables have turned, number 4. They're not in your favor. They're not in their favor. I feel like this is almost like samurai warrior vibes where like you both are ending each other because rather than one person win, you'd rather both lose. This is a situation of spite. Alright, number 1, happiness, fulfillment. Number 2, you feel like you've lost it all. Number 3, you're all over the place. Number 4, a really petty situation between 2 people. Some of these situations feel romantic, some of these don't. I'll just relate whatever the message is. I think what comes through my mind. I'm one of those people that's not very filtered. I just say whatever comes to mind. Although if it doesn't make sense, I'll take a moment. Alright, so we're going to start with number 1. Alright, daffodil, happiness, plans fulfilled. That's another project. Full face, making a discovery. Raven, rook, or crow. You have a stuck nature. Your life involves illegal activities. You don't try to shift into a better you. You are greedy with yourself and others. You're just getting good karma because somebody was a douchebag. Pipe. Take time to contemplate and review your position in life. Take a break to replan and regroup. Now's the time for you to bask in your glory and take peace within yourself. Now I'm going to see what's up with each card. This person who made you get your good karma, and the reason I say that is they're going to have bad karma. They were really happy while you were really miserable. It took you really long to shift, but when you did, or when you will, it's going to be a huge shift, and this person is going to be like, oh shit. And they're just going to completely rethink they ever did. I'm going to get some tarot for this as well, to see if there's anything else you need to know. I don't remember what this tarot deck is, but this is an actual deck you can buy. I think it's Intuitive Tarot or something. Yep. Not okay manifesting. Essentially, to me, manifestations and karma are the same thing. I want good karma in my life. I want good manifestations. I want good results. Because you went through so much shit, you're finicking. Right now, you're not feeling the best. Like, you feel good. Like, you're drawn to this pile. You're like, I feel good enough, but you're still healing from this person. I feel it, the pain in my heart chakra. You need a heart chakra cleanse. Here. This will be helpful to you if you're willing to try it. I'll go ahead and get these out in case I do it for someone else. Each chakra has a stone you can meditate with to help it, and yours is heart, so I have a cheat sheet. I have like tarot cards I made over block chakras. Okay, heart. Peridot. Thought so. Peridot. Oh, I dropped one right on manifest. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's like a lime green color. I'll just show you the bottle since they're so teeny weeny. But what you can do is just hold it in your hand and say, my intention with this is to heal my heart chakra, and just kind of feel it, and just feel kind of like a green, pink light. What would that feel like for you? Does it feel warm? Does it feel cold? Based on that sensation will tell you how blocked it is, okay? The colder it feels, if you're not really feeling any kind of energy, you're very blocked in your heart chakra. If you feel kind of a warmth, that means you won't have to work so hard. Another method, if you don't feel like buying stones and meditating with them, what did I do with it? Here it is. Say this word with me, and I want you to do this every day for 10 days, and do it 5 times. And I don't care if it seems stupid, just try it. Say yam 5 times, only you're going to pronounce it yam. Y-A-M. Yum, 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 yum. The vibration will help unblock the energy within your chakra. It'll shake it up. You know how you'll get something in your throat and you drink water? It's kind of like that. The vibration clears that energy pathway. if you want to go spiritually and physically. All right. Well, I hope that helps you, number one. We are done with number one. In case you wanted to. I feel like you're curious about tarot number one, but you're not quite into it. You just kind of do it for fun. I think you'll find that you'll get more into it the more you do it. Number two, on to you. Claw, rival or enemy wounds you, financial loss, scandal, bad reputation. Somebody hurt you. It feels like someone manipulative. It feels like someone hateful. It feels like trickery, mockery almost. Animal, action, and ability to cheat. This person just wanted to knock you down, knock your confidence down because you're better than them and they know it. That's the only time anyone ever steals something from you is because you have something they don't and they want it. And it doesn't matter what method they use to get it from you. If they're doing something shady, they're doing something shady. I don't care how you put it. You can either see the confusion or see the clarity. It's up to you. Triangle, sign of good luck, success in new enterprises. You're hurt by this person, but what you don't see is that they just made you stronger. They made you believe in yourself more. You had no choice. You were left alone. When someone screws you over on purpose and then just kind of dips, one, that shows you what kind of person they are, and based on your response, it shows you what kind of person you are. Did you try and get them back, or did you try and put the pieces together? You just tried to put the pieces together. And because of that, good things happen to those who have good intentions. You feel so sad. Number two. You feel sad and you feel numb and you feel empty. Number two. You feel very detached. You feel very numb. You feel like you don't quite know yourself anymore. You don't really feel much of anything because you're so broken. You're going through dark night of the soul. Number two. This person was just here to awaken you to your higher self. To teach you how not to attract those kinds of people anymore. I feel like maybe you've had a lot of those kinds of people come in and out of your life. And you're one of those stubborn people, and it just takes more to teach you. So you essentially have to break yourself with your relationship with this person, because you did let them do these things. Just because you didn't give them permission, being in a relationship with someone where you know they might not have good intentions or you don't get a good feeling, you're technically giving them permission to enter your life and screw it up. And a lot of people are like, it's not my fault they are the way they are. No, it's not. But it's also not their fault that you invited them into your life. And they were invited into your life to show you what not to do and how to recognize what not to do and what kind of relationships in your life you need versus the relationships you don't. This is a big awakening for you. It feels like your very first one. The very first one is always the hardest because you don't know what to expect and you're all over the place. And every day you just feel like this card, not okay. But you will heal with time. It's just when it comes to manipulation, it's harder to recognize. And it's harder to feel the right and wrong because your mind's all over the place. You don't have time to feel your emotions. Hand away, loss of opportunity. This person lost an opportunity of a lifetime with you. I just want you to know that, number two. You feel like you've lost, but you haven't. All you did was drop something you didn't need. And even though you didn't want to drop it, even though they gave you no choice, Be grateful that you dropped it. Be grateful that you took the move. Be grateful that you took the step towards peace. Sure, you're unhappy now, but you'll never have to deal with this person again if you don't want to. You'll never have to deal with these situations again if you don't have to, because you learned. I'm gonna get some advice for you, number 2. You just feel so exhausted. It's gonna be okay. You wanna know why? Because you can only go up from here. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your love. It's your energy. It's your effort. All the things that you saw beautiful in the other person, they were just the beautiful things within you. And the bad things within that person, those are things you don't have to do. Chariot, act on desires. Listen to your body and listen to yourself and not your mind. During this time, your mind will trick you and play tricks on you because you've been tricked. You're going to be used to tricks for a while. And what I mean is, when you get in a tricky situation in which someone tricks you, technically you've been tricking yourself all along, and now you're trying to figure out how to untrick yourself. But in order to do that, you have to learn to not think, just be, just do. I want you to just rest and do mundane tasks. If you could do that for me, if you could do that for you, it'll help you not worry about thinking or feeling things. You can just focus on doing things, not creating. And by that I mean, you'll be creating things in your life that have a purpose, but you won't be stuck in your head manifesting that it will go wrong. Say you're doing laundry. When you do laundry, you have to think about folding. You can listen to music while you fold. And that'll help you not only tune into like the music and get into some kind of vibe into which you're technically meditating and going with the flow with that. You're doing something where you have to kind of think about it, but not really. And I want you to pay attention to your thoughts when you do this, because these thoughts that come up, you need to see, are they negative or are they positive? That will tell you basically how you're recovering from this trickery. If they're negative thoughts, you're still tricking yourself into thinking you've lost when you've won. Whereas if they're positive thoughts, you know you can win because you made it out of this situation alive and intact. I hear that song, I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up. You should listen to that song because that's you. You need to see your opportunities in life. You have a new opportunity coming. You gotta heal yourself so this miracle love can come into your life. This miracle love for yourself. It's not a person, don't worry. You're not ready for a person. But you're officially ready to love yourself because you respected yourself enough to set boundaries. And yeah, it'll make you sad. It'll make you emotional. But you're more so sad about what you thought was real, not what actually was real. If the relationship was really as beautiful as you portrayed, you wouldn't be feeling this way, and you wouldn't have left that person. It wouldn't hurt so much. Number 2, my heart goes out to you. You feel like an empath, to be quite honest. And based on the energies of the people around you, your emotions can be confusing because you're not just feeling your emotions, you're feeling other people's emotions. I feel like number 2 and number 1 are connected in some way. Honestly, I think number 2, you're gonna go from this energy to number 1's energy. You're just not there yet in that collective, but the fact that you've taken this step means you're on your way. And even if you're not proud of yourself, thank you for loving yourself enough to let go, and I'm proud of you. Lots of love. If that person doesn't love you for who you are, that's a them problem. Just remember that. It's not a you problem. Alright, moving on to number 3. Number 3, you're like excited all over the place. Buffalo, gain and prosperity, resourcefulness and affairs. Resourcefulness and business affairs. I feel like you caught somebody in an affair. Number 3. Very successful, financial successful future. You gonna get yours. That's what I heard. Jug, influential relationships and general well-being. You will be of use to others, and in so doing, benefit yourself. You will have a lot of good friends. When you reveal that person for who they really are, everyone's going to jump on your team. Submarine, be especially careful. You have secret enemies. Ha, 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 ha. What did I tell you? Wig, false info, deception, and lies. Yep, you caught them in their lie. Branch, ideas forming in your head could be mostly negative or mostly positive. Oh yeah, no, it was negative at first. You didn't know which way was left or right, and then you got your visual proof and you're like, oh my goodness. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but if you got words and pictures, it's a whole lot of shit. But, honestly, don't go for their throat, okay? Don't ruin their life just because they ruined yours. Go to court or whatever, do it silently and gracefully. Because if you go after the jugular for someone who makes a mistake, just remember that's going to come back to you. And it might be something small. You could be a good person, but that doesn't mean you want bad things to happen to you. Intentions are everything. Number 3, yours is very cut and dried. On to number 4. 2 feet, you can move any direction you wish. And the other person, circle 0, you will achieve everything you want and it works out perfectly. Alright, so we're going to go with this first person. I don't think it's you. 2 feet, you can move in any direction you wish. Position of stability, long-term commitment. Torch, progressive pioneer, a leader with a calling or movement. This person was always too busy for you. Yoke, or hard work on behalf of another, submission of service. Yeah, this person was a slave to their work. Broken necklace, danger of losing the love of one you adore. Yep. God, I called it and I didn't even read it actually. Intuition's on point today. The times they are changing. Circle 0, you will achieve everything you want and it works out perfectly. This one is you. Be attentive. Time waits for no one. Possibly healing or soon to hear news of a death. You killed this relationship for the reasons I stated. Puppy, frivolous and insincere, unable to focus on anything, indecision. This person just couldn't get their shit together. Mushroom, advancement through expansion and growth, can also mean danger to a house in the country. This person's gonna lose everything they worked for because they do dirty business and you know it. This person does illegal things and you know it. And you saw something that you didn't want to see. It's not cut and dried at all. Fuck me, dude. Please excuse my language, but I see, I hear, I know. Necklace. Complete necklace. Conquest and many admirers. The other person uses people like toilet paper. Now, this symbol denotes malice and cruelty, which may be directed against you. Your feelings are going to be hurt. It killed you to see the kind of work this person really does. You knew they were busy, you knew they were working, but you finally saw what was behind the scenes. I feel like you saw something on their phone pop up while you were talking to them, like a picture. I'm getting a picture. It's not a good picture. I'm not going to describe it. The person who watches this. I'll just say rope and you'll know. They thought they were going to rope you in too, but they were wrong. I'm shaking. It's going to be okay. Number 4, you're protected. And I know you don't feel safe, and I know you want to cry right now, but everything is going to be okay. Because you get out just in time. Okay, number 4, you got out just in time. Just be grateful you got out in time. You can get that restraining order against this person and it'll be okay. Everything's going to be okay for you. For this other person, you won't have to go down with them. You literally got out just in the nick of time. And I don't want to look into any more of this energy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like what you've involved yourself in on accident. I don't care if it was an accident. I don't want to feel it. I'm out. I energetically cut myself off from you, number 4. You're dangerous and I don't like it. If I can see, hear, and feel you, that means you could see, hear, and feel me. I'm not doing it. Alright. Okay. So that was the readings for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last message for number 3. Don't let the anxiety and being all over the place get to you too much. That's all the messages that I have. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate everyone's love and support. And I wish everyone all the best in the entire universe. And just because you're down doesn't mean you can't get back up.